Hello, so today was the first day of the Java Champion Conference 2026 with some Java champions. And so here a recap of the 7 sessions of this first day. So let's begin. So first talk was by Thomas Vitale, which is a software engineer and author specializing in cloud native technologies. And it is an Oracle Ace Pro above his Java Champion title. And he has wrote some books. And so the talk he gave was about modular RAG architecture with Java and Spring AI. And this talk was showing a chatbot that first used a simple prompt, then it was enriched with advisors, which was some content, for example, to call some search engine, etc., to add, additional features, translation, document retrieving, and finally using tools, agent with routing. So here you have a slide from his talk. So you begin with a simple use case like this, where you have only the prompt, and then you add some syntax and statements to have a more powerful chat client. So here you get from this to this. So the advisors, the tools. So the tools are the primitives. The primitives are like a simple API call or going to retrieve some content in a resources, etc. So the second talk was with Andrzej Grajsik, sorry for if I do not say it right, which is a Polish software engineer and speaker specializing in distributed system. And it is an organizer of the Polish Jug, and is known for Java, and is a Java champion. And his talk was about random access memory, RAM, and the talk explained Java memory management, how it evolved across the Java releases, the different memory areas, the tools to diagnose memory issues, and an overview of garbage collectors. So here a picture from his talk. So you see the different part of the Java memory. Then there was a talk from Maria Arias de Reina Dominguez, is a Java champion, speaker, an open source advocate based in Barcelona. She leads and speaks on FOSS, and her talk was about Ahead of Time, the Final Frontier, with Project Leyden. And there was also Andrew Dean, sorry for not mentioning it here, but it was a co-speaker. And the talk was about Project Leyden and how it improves their performance, including a comparison of response times with AOT approaches. And here you have one of the slides which explains how Java application runs during a startup and warm-up. So at the beginning you have the jar, it is the cold part, and then you have the more hot part. And what you have to remember is that AOT tries to do the maximum of stuff before the startup, so that the startup gets faster. And the talk was about AOT catches, and so that you have good response time and good startup and etc. So check the video, check the talk. You will have more information than what I have given. Then Dan Vega is the Java champion and Spring developer advocate at Broadcom. You see him on YouTube, and you know him for his Spring AI and all content about Spring. And the talk was about building and securing MCP servers in Java. It was a talk about MCP, how it works, how to secure it, and there was a live demo of an MCP server. So I remember one of his slides: APIs are for system, MCPs are for LLM. So you can traduce it that approximately MCP are kind of API for LLMs. And here the schema explaining the way a tool works. So you have a chat request, number one, then it gets to the AI model with dispatch tool call request. Spring AI then go fetch content and calculation from tools, and then it is feedbacks to Spring AI, which then feed it back also to AI model to in the end generate the chat response. So you will see the mechanism behind the Spring AI with the different things it can call during when you do a chatbot request. Then Patrick Baumgartner is a Java champion, technical agile coach and educator of Spring, and he's very his talk was about Paketo and Cloud Native Buildpack, but it was very clear about the Spring topics, and so his talk was about understanding Buildpacks, delving deep into their functionality, a talk comparing Cloud Native Buildpacks and containers, what they are, how they differ, and when to use each. So here you have one of its slides. So the great advantage of Buildpack is that you do not need Docker file. The Buildpack mechanism do it by itself. It recognizes what it needs, and it does not need to read it from a file to generate an image. And here, why you use the Cloud Native Buildpacks, no Docker file, focus on providing value to the end user, so it is simple, composable, you can use different technology, build any app with the same set of Buildpack, only rebuild layers that have changed, rebasing without rebuilding. Then Barry Bird is a US-based author and educator known for Java programming, and now he speaks about quantum computing, and so the talk was about post-quantum cryptography in Java, a talk about quantum computing and how to generate a quantum-resistant secret key with Java 24 Plus, because Java 24 brought some features with quantum computing. And so you have some slides, like on the right you see what is a quantum computer, and here you have some kind of example with the API of Chem, which does which is the library to handle a quantum computing instruction like key generation, encapsulating, and decapsulating. So then the last talk was by Kerr Holtzman, which is a senior computer scientist, Java champion, and emeritus professor at San Jose State University. He is also an author, and his talk was about effective pattern matching in Java, a talk on Java evolving pattern matching since Java 14, the syntax, the improvement, and the corner cases. So you have some slides. So if you want to know about the concept about pattern matching and still class, records, etc., you can look. You can watch this talk. It is very accurate about the details. So go for it if you want to power up on pattern matching, records, and C classes. And here an advertisement for my book, my new book, the third one of a series of 3, but the 2 first have to be written, and it is the Java Roadmap book. So the Java Roadmap is all the skills that can be used during a Java journey as a developer, and this one is the last part, the first fragment with the advanced technology like reactive programming, AI, blockchain, etc. So I will soon release the 2 other book, but meanwhile you can consult this one on the URL bit.ly/groadmap. Thank you very much and see you in another video. Bye.